young Sally Maguire was coming home from the marketplace. She was dreaming about all the fine stuff she'd seen there. All the beautiful things that she hadn't been able to afford. All the wonderful luxuries, all the foods, all the fine dresses that, oh, she would love to have if she'd only had enough gold coins to buy them. If she could get her hands on some gold, oh, she'd be able to buy all those fine things. And so she was thinking about that, and she's not really paying attention to where she was walking, until she looked up and she was right next to a thorn tree, and she heard a sound from the other side. And at a glance, there was a wee fellow sitting there, staring off into the distance, smoking on his pipe. And she realized, a leprechaun. It was a leprechaun, and he hadn't noticed her. And quick as a flash, she jumped around, she grabbed him. Ha, I've got you, I've got you, I've got a leprechaun, I've got a leprechaun. You're going to give me some gold. And he's going, let me go, all you mortals, you're always after me, gold, you're always, yes, I'm after gold, and I want gold, so I can buy fine dresses, and I can find good things to eat, I can go to the market, get everything I want the gold, would you let me go, you give me gold and I'll let you go. You want gold, fine, I'm tired of dealing with you mortals, you want gold, you can have gold. I'll tell you where it is, it's in that bush over there. Much gold as you want. Reach your hands in, 2 hands, grab 2 great big handfuls of the gold and keep it for all the good it'll do you. Just let me go and be done. You're not pulling some trick on me. You're not going to go move it or steal it or vanish it. I'm not doing anything at all. The gold's there. It's in the bush. It's yours. Great big handfuls of it. Just let me go about my business. All right then. And she set that leprechaun down. And he vanished at once, of course. And she turned to that bush, and as she came close, she looked inside. She could see there was gold in there, sure. She could see it glimmering and gleaming deep in the bush. And she could hear buzzing and humming like the crackle of magic. Oh, the leprechaun's enchantments at work, guarding it. But he told her she could go in. She crept up as close and looked in. Handfuls of gold, he said. 2 great big hands, as much as she could take. Just reach in and grab it. Well, she was ready now, and she reached in, she plunged her hands into that bush. She grabbed the gold. Her hands sunk into something soft and warm and sticky. It didn't feel like coins at all. She ripped her hands loose, and there were 2 great big gobs of honeycomb, golden honeycomb, and that humming got louder and louder as 1,000 angry bees came buzzing out of the hive. She just ripped 2 great big handfuls out of, and the bees came flying at her, and she gave a shriek, and she flung that gold up into the air, the gold and honey, and went running as fast as she could, and the bees buzzing after her. And she did not stop running until she dove into a nearby pond and stayed there till the bees were gone. And Sally never looked for a leprechaun ever again. And that's the leprechaun's gold in the bush.